Hello friends, welcome back to my random World Cup chit chat. 4 games done, no 0-0 results so far. To be honest, quite an entertaining lot of matches. I like them. I could watch two of them and caught highlights in the other two. Very entertaining stuff. Let's get started with the opening match. Uh, what an atmosphere! Mexico and South Africa. In fact, I was talking to one of my friends who just returned from Mexico. Um, I asked him why was he not there? Why didn't he extend his trip for a week and maybe he could have gotten a chance to get some live action there. Uh, yeah, so the stadium in Mexico City, it's actually called Aztec Stadium. I don't know for what weird reasons FIFA changed its name to Mexico City Stadium. I think just for this tournament. But fantastic atmosphere, great opening ceremony. Some people didn't like it. I loved it. And I think the match lived up to the hype. Uh, Great support, of course, home support. And 2-0, South Africa aptly lost. They were not good at all. And Mexico thoroughly deserved to win. In fact, they could have scored more goals. The first goal, I have some interesting trivia here. The first goal was scored by this player called Julian, right? Julian Quinones. And I got to know that he is the leading scorer in the Saudi Pro League this season. Now imagine Saudi Pro League has players like Ronaldo, Benzema, Sadio Mane, and he ended up scoring apparently 33 goals or so. So wonderful stuff. Nice learning for me as well. And the second goal, quite emotional. Uh, Raul Jimenez, after his skull fracture back in 2020. Uh, Terrible one. I saw that match live on TV, and I was not too hopeful that he would be back, and then he was back. Uh, I think he lost a year long in his career, but the way he returned, I think he also played in Qatar World Cup. But his first goal, coming this late in his national journey after having scored some 40 plus goals for his country, I think he got very emotional as well. Fantastic scenes. Lovely stuff. But the other news in the match, keeping football aside, I think there was a lot of news about the red cards. You all must have followed. There were 3 red cards in that single game. Let's not get into should they have been red or were they yellow. I think they were okay. Okay, as in they were all red in my opinion. But 3 in one match, whereas the Qatar edition had only 4 in the whole tournament. Now that is something. Sending players out from the game. We need to see if referees would be this tough all through this tournament, and let's just see how many reds are coming our way. Talking about sending folks out, somehow I can't stay away from this. I'm still baffled by that referee who came all the way to US, the Somalian referee who was sent back to his country. The good news though is someone is showing that they have some spine. I think UEFA has offered formal match officiating opportunity for this Somalian referee in the UEFA Super Cup. Super Cup happens between the clubs who win the Champions League and the Europa League. So some of the best clubs of Europe. So this time it would be between PSG and Aston Villa as a season beginner. So this Somalian referee, I think, would be officiating in that match. Great news, right? There were memes all around, after those red cards. On lighter vein, though, dark jokes about, Donald Trump felicitating that referee, who's actually sent out in 90 minutes, 2 Africans and 1 Mexican. Yeah, I talk about, ICE and, sending out immigrants. Immigrants actually, reminds me. Let's come, on the note of immigrants. Let's come to the match that happened this morning, USA and Paraguay. USA's first home match, the first match on US soil in this World Cup. Fantastic game, crazy attacking by US. They won 4-1. One was an own goal, but the other 3 were scored by 2 players. Right, a brace by Bologan and the last minute goal by Gio Reyna. Now these 2 people, now what's interesting folks is Folarin Bologan, he plays in the French league, but he is a second generation uh, Nigerian. He's a child of Nigerian immigrants who settled down in the US, and later on, they went to UK. And he chose to play for US. Immigrant, right? And Giovanni Reina, his story is even, his story, that surname is very popular, Reina. His father also represented Claudio Reina. He represented America, same game, football. And his grandfather actually immigrated from Argentina, right? So much about immigrants. So, Mr. Trump, America, the land of immigrants or not? They are giving you goals, sir. Anyways, I just mentioned about Argentina, right? No, that is that is my soft spot. Whenever I get to Argentina, I get stuck there. USA Paraguay match is actually, the coaches of both the teams are Argentinians. The more famous one, of course, is US coach Mauricio Pochettino, and Paraguay's coach also is Gustavo. I forgot. I forgot his second name, but he's also an Argentinian and a very senior coach apparently, and quite contrasting styles. A completely attacking style by Pochettino and a very defensive game by Gustavo. And obviously the scoreline reflected that it was US all the way right from the beginning, and then Paraguay desperately trying to defend. I didn't expect USA to soar, but I really enjoyed the game though. Argentinian coaches for both the teams. Now, can anyone guess how many Argentinian coaches are leading different national sides in this World Cup out of 48? Right? Any guesses? Yeah, the answer, I think they are the highest when it comes to any nationality. There are 6 teams which are coached by Argentinians in this World Cup. You have, of course, Argentinian coach himself, Scaloni. And then Uruguay also is coached by the legendary Bielsa, Marcelo Bielsa, and there are a few others. In fact, Pochettino is a direct disciple of Marcelo Bielsa. So that's about the US and Paraguay game. By the way, sticking to Argentina for one small bit. I also read something very funny and interesting. As I already shared in my last talk, that there were a lot of fans whose visas were getting rejected by the US, right? So apparently, and I thought these fans were mainly from African, Asian countries, but it seems a lot of Argentinian fans also had their visas rejected. And there is a TV company, I think going by the name Noblex or Noble X. So they dished out a very interesting campaign where they told Argentinians that if you can come with your, I don't know how it is shown on the passport, or if you can show evidence that your visa got rejected by the US and that you had valid match tickets, we will give you a free TV. And I'm told many Argentinians actually availed this offer and got free TVs. I wish there were some offers like that here as well. I didn't apply for US visa though, knowing very well that I wouldn't get one. But I'm looking for offers where they said, if you haven't even applied for visa. Anyways, the other 2 matches, again entertaining. South Korea, what fighters. Korea and Czech Republic, they came back 1-0 down and they went on to win 2-1. Bahut maza aaya. Son didn't score, but he had some 2-3 good chances. And the other one is the third host country, Canada. Canada and Bosnia and Herzegovina, again a fantastic match. Again, I'm watching Canada only for the second time. I think I saw them in Qatar a bit. Very attacking display, and BNH was very compact in their defense, very tactical, and 1-1. I think it's a deserving result for both the teams. Bosnia and Herzegovina, I think that team shouldn't be taken lightly because I think they play a lot of counter-attacking style. They're predominantly a defensive unit, I think. But they are the team which actually stopped Italy from being in this World Cup. They eliminated Italy in the playoffs. So definitely not to be taken lightly. And I think if Canada stopped them and got a point out of this, that's a fantastic result, right? Matches are coming thick and fast. 4 matches now tonight, and let's meet. I am rooting for in all the different matches. Switzerland will win. My prediction against Qatar. Brazil, of course, against Morocco. I am backing Turkey against Australia. and Scotland against Haiti. Right? So let's meet again in a day or two. Thank you.